Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the Dude, aka the King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the JO party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs. And it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there. And you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 get you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show.
This is the comedy event you've been waiting for.
Put it down, you fat bastard!
Comedian Robert Kelly will be performing live in front of an audience and streaming it right to your living room.
You're old as shit because your hair's feathered.
January 30th, 2021. Robert Kelly from Comedy Central, Netflix, and HBO will be doing his hilarious, crude, but vulnerable stand-up live from the Wall Street Theater and streaming it around the world right to you. Robert Kelly live stream pay-per-view from the Wall Street Theater, January 30th, 2021. Go online for tickets.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Welcome everybody to the Calta and Kelly show, minus half a ton. Calta is not here, having technical difficulties. He's rebooting his computer. I want to say two things right out of the gate. Joel, you're a rat and you're dead to me for ratting me out about the Starbucks. You fink, as I would call you back in Boston. What a fucking fink, kid. But we have a beautiful show lined up. Of course, we have Mush is in the background. Our producer, Mush.
Hello.
Michael Suarez, the great Michael Suarez. Mike, why don't you introduce the show tonight? I am very excited about today's show.
Well, we have one of our perennial favorites, Joe List, and his co-host on his new Connor's Ultimate Movies channel on YouTube, Raanan Hershberg.
Hey, thanks for having me.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Pretty good. I shampooed my hair so it's extra like puffy and bouncy, and I don't think I like it.
Yeah, you're doing a Fraggle dance.
It looks like a Muppet.
Yeah, it's a little too puffy, and Bob, I just want to say it's Raanan, because obviously you were afraid to pronounce the name wrong. That's why you had Michael do it, but it's just Raanan.
That is not true. First of all,
Raanan.
First of all,
he doesn't even care. He hates himself.
I want to say, first of all, that's not true. And second of all, you're absolutely right. That's exactly why I had that fucking Mush read those names. Let him fuck up that weird name, just in case, you don't want to offend anybody nowadays, right? Raanan.
Yeah, I get offended when people care too much about it. They're like, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Let me get this right. I'm good with however you say it. It's Hebrew. It's a ridiculous name. You can.
How about I just say Raanan?
That offends me. No, yeah, that's fine. I love it.
Too many A's.
Yeah.
Hey, does this? I want to know. This painting of Max behind me, does that trigger anybody? Is that offending anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just
morning.
What is it? I don't see what
didn't want to fucking make anybody mad.
Your lighting is so incredible. I feel like me and Joe just look like we're in our mom's basement, and you just look like you're in like a movie. It's incredible.
Yeah, I am the king of Zoom. That has been my title since this started. I care, unlike most people.
With
You
that
worry
coat,
you worry about content. I worry about quality.
with the coat, you look like Bane. That's the coat from Bane. It looks like you finally got your mask off.
No, it's not a coat from Bane. It just doesn't fit me, so I can't.
And I got a CPAP machine right here, so I got the other part of the
Yeah, I
costume.
can hear you. Your sinuses right now are making me. I'm thirsty listening to you talk.
I've been around I'm in Tacoma watching it with my nephews, and they're all sick, and they've like spit in my mouth and all this shit. Yeah, it's great.
Jesus Christ!
Can I hire them?
Yeah.
Do they have the COVID, or are they just sick?
I hope they don't have the COVID. I hope it's sick. But a couple of them have already had it, so I think I'm good on that front. Yeah, my sister's family all got it, and she lives in Alaska, and she got it. That's how
There he is.
Wow.
That is. I guess I do look like him.
The coat looked like, because it had the fuzz, the fur, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I
It's
just watched
actually
that movie yesterday.
You watch what? The last Batman
Yeah,
trilogy, of the series, whatever the fuck they called it. Did you like it?
I actually like it. I like Ben. I think he's cool. I mean, yeah, I like it. I was running to it. It's a good movie to run to because it's like kind of just a long montage with music, you know?
You're running to a movie?
Hey,
I
don't
run to
anything.
movies all the time, no?
No,
On a
look at me.
treadmill.
No.
Yeah, that's why I hate all the movies on the podcast because I'm always running during them. So I just associate it with something bad, I think.
Yeah, Bobby, I don't know if you know, Ron and I started a movie podcast, and Raanan has really slipped right into the villain role, and I'm delighting in it because normally I come on your show and I'm a cuck, liberal, fag, and the whole thing.
Yes,
And Raanan, he makes me look like fucking, Barry Goldwater.
Because I only say retard like once during an episode. He said there 5 times, so I'm like the woke person. The woke person to Joe is someone who just limits his use of the word retard.
Well, Bobby would get 90 seconds into our podcast or just a conversation with Raanan before it would be hilarious and scary.
Yeah, we worked together. I don't know if you remember, but I was very intimidated.
When did we work together?
At Vermont Comedy Club?
I don't remember.
It's okay. I didn't think you did. But like, yeah.
Was I with my family? Or was
No,
it with Stavros?
you were with me because Stavros, I don't think, could make it.
Yeah, I think you thought Raanan was Stavros the whole weekend.
Well, I was up there. I remember I was up there with Stavros, and when I booked Stavros on that tour, I thought it was going to be the funnest thing ever. We were just going to hang out and have fun and do all kinds of stuff. But every night he'd be out just trying to bang. And I remember in Vermont,
That was definitely not me. Yeah.
he just left me alone after the show, hooked up with some chubby redhead with an attitude, and then finger banged her on a fucking grassy knoll by a cannon, some cannon monument. And he came back, his knees were all dirty. It was just like, fuck. I'm like, did you attack her? I remember, did she say okay? Why are you dirty? Why the fuck are you dirty?
Yeah, I didn't do anything that memorable. But yeah, it was a fun weekend, but I am intimidated by you a little.
Why?
You're just tough. It's scary. It's like Goodfellas.
I am Joe, I am the nicest guy. I mean, look,
No.
if you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead. But if you're a nice guy, we had a good weekend, I would imagine. I mean, I don't remember
We had a good weekend.
your
I
voice
think.
or anything.
But Raanan right. You are fake tough.
I'm
Well,
not,
it's real
that's not what
tough
he's
to do.
saying, Joe. I will slap your fucking hair off. People have sex with Stavros on purpose. Stavros,
He's cute. When he finishes losing the weight that he's losing and he cuts his hair off because he looks ridiculous, he's a cute, handsome guy. And he's powerful. Stavros has like he's strong.
Yeah.
he's got something.
Well, he lost his tooth. Other than that, he was perfect. That's really one thing keeping him down.
It's back.
It's back?
Yeah, he's got the hat.
He's got it back.
Yeah.
But people don't know this. It was always kind of dead. If you saw it when it was in, it was kind of dead. It was kind of black by the gum. It was like, like it was hanging on. It looked like a hockey player from the 60s.
Well, you know what he is? He's fun, though. I feel like fun is more important than anything was getting
women.
laid.
I'm telling you, on that tour, he was banging every night.
He's
He
very
was
fun.
getting chicks every single night. I remember I got so mad at him, though, because I wanted to have fun. I thought we were just going to eat our way across the country.
Yeah.
We did do that, by the way. We just did that in the afternoons. And then I remember at the Laugh Boston, we're at the show. We're doing great. And it was him and Chris Scopo. And I leave first. I come back to the dressing room to get my stuff. They lock the door. And I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, hey, open the fucking door. And they open the door. They're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, nothing. This is my fucking green room. I got my shit in here. And they had 2 chicks that they were trying to bang. And I had to walk in, grab my stupid stuff. Oh, Mike's camera's gone. Mike?
For real?
Yeah, I noticed when you first popped in, it turned on for a second and then turned off. So I don't know what's happening.
That's how I feel when my wife changes clothes.
You know, Mike, Joe's list has changed. You know, you didn't have to. I thought we weren't going to do this.
What?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's having a fun time tonight. You can come in. Just turn your camera on.
Oh, all right.
Forget that thing. We're having a good time.
It's good that you're married, Joe. It's good to like have a wife to reference in jokes. It's kind of like
It's
very
great.
classic thing. You know, my wife.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. I can be like, yeah, because my wife's a cunt and my wife's, whatever. It's just
Great, I
fun to
love it.
throw out there.
Now,
Now,
let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
you go. Are you hosting, Bob?
Yes, I'm hosting.
Okay, all right, you go.
Stavros right there. That is an up-to-date Stavros. That is a guy who makes $15,000 a month just on Patreon.
But he's so confident in his like in his grossness. And that's the key to getting laid. He's very confident about it.
He owns it and he's adorable.
Yeah.
And women love it. And God bless him. He's my my little son.
You know that term peacock?
Yay! How'd you do it?
I'm on my phone.
Well, you look great. You look it looks way better than your camera.
Really?
Yeah, it's so much fucking better, dude. iPhone 12 Max Pro. Holy shit, you look fantastic.
Yeah, it makes your face look a little swollen, but
no, that's it. That's him. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I told you were gonna be. He'll get better. This is not his lawyer. This is actually Joe's friend, who's a comedian.
Hey, Joe's friend.
Raanan.
Raanan, nice to meet you.
How do you say it?
Raanan.
Like Raanan sentence.
Yeah.
I like it.
Kind of. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What nationality are you, Raanan?
I'm just like a regular Jew, but it's Hebrew. It's kind of like a Hebrew name that's rare. But I'm just a Jew from like America, Kentucky, not Israeli.
A Kentucky Jew.
Yeah, I sound more ethnic than I am.
Kentucky's the second worst place I ever visited in my life. Cincinnati's the first.
Oh
those
yeah,
are
they're right
close.
next to each other. Were they the same trip?
Yeah, oh yeah. I had to drive to Kentucky at 1 o'clock in the morning because everything was closed in Cincinnati to get something to eat.
And what was so awful about Kentucky? It seems like they were open for food.
I would imagine there's some beautiful parts of Kentucky, but the part that is right across the bridge from Cincinnati is not that place.
Well, that's the shittiest part. That's where they have the Creation Museum and all the crazy.
Yes,
crazy
that's what I got
shit,
to experience. And then people in Cincinnati put chili on spaghetti and fucking rave about it.
Yeah, the Skyline chili.
Yes.
Yeah, and they put cinnamon in the chili, I believe, which is a fucking disaster.
Chocolate, all kinds of dumb.
If we just saw you cock because you were naked from the waist down, that'd be fucking awesome.
Now,
Your little white pud.
I don't want to villainize Raanan because he's struggling with some YouTube comments with our new pod, but I also want to promote our podcast, and I think this might get it going. And I'm interested to hear, Mike and Bobby, which of these 4 takes do you find the most offensive? These are 4 Raanan Hershberg movie takes for our
Don't
new
get
movie
too
podcast.
mad at me. I'm very sensitive right now.
More
He's extremely sensitive.
More offensive than saying my face looks swollen right out of the gate.
Way
Yeah.
more offensive.
More offensive than a Jewish guy sitting in front of an oven. Go ahead.
By the way, I was going to comment that Raanan has the best background of any guest we've ever had on the show. Look at
Really?
Joe's shooting up and shitty art behind him. and Voss has those fucking fake paintings behind them. At least you have some sort of wall that looks like you have a little bit of money behind you.
Yeah, well, it's my mom's basement, so I don't have any money behind me. I don't have any money, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
It led to that great oven joke, so I really feel like we
Thank you.
collaborated
I
on that.
appreciate that.
I knew there was going to be that joke. I set it up. Whoever got
all right, let's hear this.
All right, let me try to get through all of them before you guys erupt, because Bobby's going to lose his mind. All right, here's take one. I'll go in reverse order of what I think is offensive. Here's one. Home Alone. The violence in Home Alone is what leads to school shootings in America.
I didn't say that. That's not
Along those lines, though. Those words are all in there. Number 2, John Hughes is racist. How about this one? John Candy, not good or funny? Or is it both?
more likable than funny.
Okay, John Candy, not funny.
He's likable. More likable than funny.
And Field of Dreams is a conservative film pushing conservative values.
Okay. John Candy, Mike Calta, let's just deal with John Candy first, the easiest one. I think he's absolutely right. He's fucking just a dumb Canadian with wit.
He's too warm. It's almost like he's just so likable. It almost takes away a little of the funny, you know?
Just like Billy Gardell is now.
Yeah.
A happy fat guy.
Or like Tom Hanks in the beginning of his career. It's so likable, it's not as funny. You know, you need a little, like Robert, like unlikability to make you funny, you know?
I'm sorry.
Robert has a ton of that.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not doing this. I mean, I think no, but I understand you. John Candy, if you look at his movies, first of all, the movies are good that he's in. Uncle Buck's a good movie, a good concept, and he plays that blubbering idiot really well.
Yeah.
But he's not that funny.
Yeah. I've also never seen any John Candy movies, by the way.
Like Dom DeLuise blows him out of the fucking water.
I agree.
Fat guy funny. Hilarious. Better actor, everything.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Zara Mostel, better fat guy actor.
Fucking the producer. One of the greatest performances ever. The producers, Zara Mostel, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, you need a little vulgarity to be funny.
Enemy of the people.
I don't think you can be 100% likable. I think it hurts it a little. I'm not saying he's not funny, but it hurts it a little to be.
What about Brian Regan? 100% likable, funniest guy ever.
Yeah, but he has like the greatest material. Like, I don't know. It's different standard because he wrote so much amazing material.
This is what I'm dealing with on this show. Ronald says the thing, I come up with an example, and he changes it as though he didn't say that thing.
John Candy was a stand-up who had like some of the best material ever and like the greatest act outs. I'd change my opinion, but he's just, just a fat nice guy in the movie.
Calta, how do you feel about John Candy?
Yeah, no, I don't see it in John Candy. I kind of agree. Funny, fat, likable guy. You want to take him. You want to have him at your dinner, but he's not up there telling jokes. He's the guy you could dare to do shit.
Yeah. Damn.
Look at Zero Mostel. Just putting, he puts everything into it. One of the funniest scenes ever right there.
I'm laughing looking at the picture. Yeah.
Oh my God, look at him.
Dom DeLuise, funny.
Dom DeLuise in the movie The End.
I feel like maybe fucking with you, Joe. I don't know, but
John can't. First of all, you're making Sarah upset in the chat here. She's so upset. Also, Sarah has the best line. She goes, "How did this guy get a movie podcast?" As though you have to audition for a podcast. Sorry, you can start any podcast you want. They're just free. We're just assholes on YouTube.
Oh, but first of all, I guarantee Sarah's got to be Canadian or something because they're so protective of their little comedians and actors.
Yeah.
John Candy doesn't stink, but he's just likable. I agree.
No, when in the scene in Home Alone, and you guys are 58 years old each, so you probably saw Home Alone as 39-year-old fucking assholes. But the scene in Home Alone where he's explaining that he left his son in the fucking funeral home for 2 weeks, and he goes, he came around, started talking again, and he goes, I left him in there all day. It's unbelievably.
I do think that's really funny, though. I think that's really funny. I just think
John Candy.
Yes.
In Home Alone.
Yes.
He was in Home Alone?
Yes, he's the best part of the whole film.
Definitely. And I agree with that.
Gusselin?
I don't-
Not, is it? No. Polka, polka, polka.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Twin City Polka, 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 polka.
Yeah, but he didn't
And
write that shit.
And I don't think Home Alone, by the way, is I don't think it led to school shootings. I'm just saying it shows how psychotic our culture is because it's so fucking violent and it's a family-friendly movie. And that is true.
I listen, I don't want to agree with him at all on this, Joe. Okay, but listen, I have a 7-year-old and we were watching Home Alone. And I had to say, Max, you can't light somebody on fire. So I kind of, I mean, I don't want to because I don't like his face.
What?
You have the same face.
We have the same face.
That's why I don't like it. Listen,
I just have
hate
hair.
everybody.
That's really-
What I'm saying is, I had to say, you can't light people on fire. You can't let somebody fall through a hole in the floor, 2 flights of stairs, and then pour paint on them. There was a lot of like you can't hit somebody in the face with a paint can. You can't throw a brick at somebody. I had to say, Matt, because he was like, you throw a brick in his face. I'm like, yeah, but that's not good that you throw bricks at people's faces. Yeah, look at that. That could be a fucking Bruce Willis movie.
It's more disturbing than Good Son, the other movie he's in. Macaulay Culkin is. It's similar. He's a psychopath in it. I didn't think that as a kid. I'm just watching it recently.
This is true. If you edit The Good Son and you edit Home Alone, you could probably make Home Alone look like a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, it's like the same character. He's typecast.
Yeah, and they are trying. Melissa brings up a good point. They're trying to kill the fucking kid. They're in there and they're trying to hurt the child.
I know they're psychopaths. They deserve what they get. What is this? Did I ever tell you the story? I don't know if I told the story on this podcast. I was at the Comedy Connection 20 years ago, opening for Dane Cook, sold out, the whole thing. And in the middle of my set, I'm killing, and everyone loves me. I'm just killing. And some guy stands up and goes, he literally stands up and goes, "This guy's a fucking nerd." He was so mad that I was doing well. And that's how I feel right now. Raanan's killing with you guys, and I want to go, "This guy's fucking woke, Bob." He's woke, man. We hate this guy. I mean, I love you, but come on.
If you and Raanan don't go as Ernie and Bert for Halloween, you're missing a lot of prizes.
He's tricking you, Bobby. He's feeding you woke shit, man.
Guys, listen to me. You guys should get those costumes, and on every podcast you do it says you should wear those fucking sweaters on every podcast. He's absolutely right. God damn it.
I had the hair for a while earlier in the.
Yo, I hate to go against you, but John Hughes, the more you think about it, is a fucking racist.
Well, I think he's just fucking with you at this point.
There's not a black guy in any of his movies.
And it's all date rape. I mean, people are literally getting raped, and there's no black people. I mean, he's pretty much in the KKK.
Now they're fucking with you. But I think the other thing they're saying were genuine. I think
he's saying listen to me. John Hughes is saying it's okay to rape a girl, and then there are no. Think of all the John Hughes movies. Name the black people.
Hold on. Oh, the guy that steals the car in Ferris Bueller.
What?
He was not black. He was Hispanic.
But he's with the black guy. The black guy is the accomplice.
the valet, one of them. I think there's a guy running the elevator in one of them that's black, right?
Yeah.
High school kids that are in trouble. None of them black.
Listen, can I just say this though? I don't care that he's racist. I prefer him that he made those movies like that. I like, you know what I mean? As opposed to, if he made it today, he had, all of a sudden, it'd be fucking Puerto Ricans, black, Indians, Asians. It's like a fucking Benetton commercial. Now you see a romantic rom-com.
16 Candles. Who's the brunt of the racist jokes? The Asian guy.
Yeah.
That's right. And they're hilarious, right?
Yeah. Yes, hilarious. Yes,
Therefore.
Hilarious.
I don't know.
This really backfired.
Okay. So wait a minute. How you named one more? What was the other one?
Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is like a right-wing fucking MAGA film.
I mainly just said it was sentimental bullshit that's just pandering and not like anything to do with real life and just complete just sentimentality for men. More sentimental than any fucking chick flick. That's what I said. And for the conservative thing, that's a little, I'm halfway taking that back.
Okay, I'll take it. Taking it back helps.
Yeah.
How could it be conservative though? Why? Because it's a farm and they produce
No,
food
just
fucking losers on the ghosts.
Just because it's like he fights. He's like this hippie who fought his father, and it's showing like that fight was something he should really regret because they never talked. And it's almost like saying the hippies were kind of like being immature, and then ultimately just conservative in the sense that it appeals to this nostalgia of America, of this America being this once great place that is now been like destroyed. Where I think in reality, nothing has ever starts great and then goes to something else. I think that's just kind of a somewhat conservative nostalgia. Are you getting your baseball back?
Get him, buddy. Get him, Bob.
Hey,
But that's not my main issue, though. That's not my main issue.
Listen, nerd. Okay. Those great fucking men and women who fought so you can say you're horse shit right now. You fucking chubby cheek, cute little fucking Jewish boy. Listen.
Look, my grandfather fought. He shot down a Allied plane accidentally, but he fought. And like I have, but I just think, like there's no nostalgia is just kind of BS. You got to look at things in a more nuanced, realistic manner.
I mean, look, I like Field of Dreams. I can't defend Field of Dreams, to be honest with you, because I mean, yeah, it was a good movie. Build it, they will come. I get it. I kind of forget it. And it was kind of, I liked at the end, I guess, his dad. It was about his dad or some I don't know what the fuck that movie's about. I know that I was supposed to like it when it came out. I think I saw it. I was younger. I was like, yeah, it's a good movie. And then now I think it's some epic film. I would take Dances with Wolves. I love Kevin Costner, but I would take a Dances with Wolves over fucking Field of Dreams.
Would you rather watch Field of Dreams or Major League?
Major League.
All day.
Yeah.
Major fucking league. Are you nuts?
Fortunately, I didn't watch it. I don't have to get attacked for this one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner was not in Major League. He was in
No, they're both baseball movies.
Bull Durham.
He's been in
Bull
three.
Durham. I'd rather watch Bull Durham than
Bull Durham's a
than
masterpiece.
Bull Durham is a
Durham's a fucking
masterpiece.
great movie.
Yeah, amazing. And Susan Sarandon's hot. That's my take. Smoking hot.
Okay, Susan Sarandon is not hot. Okay, she's
the John Candy of MILFs.
Yeah.
Michael, pull up young Susan Sarandon and put tits in the search.
Yeah, she's
too.
got nice tits.
I haven't
Great
really seen young Susan Sarandon, and she's a little she's a little too older for me in Bull Durham, but maybe younger Susan Sarandon.
Hey, and also pull up that lizard that Johnny Depp played in the animation. They both have the same eyes.
I can't let the John Hughes thing go. I'm looking at a list of all his movies. First movie, Mr. Mom, no black people.
Mm-hmm.
National Lampoon's Vacation, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, European Vacation, Weird Science, Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller, Some Kind of Wonderful, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, She's Having a Baby, The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Career Opportunity. There's no black people in any of his movies.
That's the only black guy in the entire movie of 16 Candles, apparently.
Yeah, well, you write about what you know. I don't get it.
And he knows white people.
White suburbs.
Did I say he was racist? I just said he was bad. I just said he was corny and bad. And
No,
you said that you said something about Home Alone because everyone was excited because you said he probably wanted the robbers to be black and
I said it had that fear of like this beautiful suburbs that's rich and this fear of people coming in and breaking in.
Did you read Crumb? There weren't any black people in the 80s. That's kind of what it seems like, right? Oh shit.
No, you didn't actually say that. I'm just trying to drum up some drama and excitement for our podcast, but the whole thing backfired. Everyone took their sides on everything.
I didn't get attacked, which is bad promo for the show, but I feel better, but it's bad publicity because you tried to set me up as a heel and I failed.
I know. You really.
What should I say to make Bobby really get mad at me right now?
I don't get mad anymore. Ask Mush.
Any one of your genuine film or political takes will send Robert through the fucking camera. You guys just talk for a couple seconds.
What is your favorite movie of all time, Renan?
Nashville.
There you go.
What is it?
Nashville?
I like that movie.
It's one of the best. Yeah.
Jeff Bridges?
Right. No, it's a Robert Altman movie, Lily Tomlin, Ned Beatty, about the Nashville country music scene.
Oh no. What else? Give me something that we might
Oxford Park.
Love Gosford Park, the other Robert Altman movie. I loved Mystic River. Mystic River was my favorite movie for a while.
Well, now I hate you on all three of them.
But
You must suck to hang out with.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm alone here.
That's why I didn't remember you. We worked all weekend. I was like, oh, I gotta forget this kid.
The podcast is great. It gets heated. It's fun. We really get in there.
Well, okay.
I'm less intimidated because you're not there, so I'm a little more relaxed. So it helps,
What is your podcast about?
It's about movies.
We have done not a good job of selling this.
It's about film, Bob.
We just take kind of like a genre, a group of movies, and talk about them each week. Like we did baseball movies. We picked a bunch of baseball movies. We did war movies the other week. But a lot of it is me shitting on Joe's childhood favorite movies. But not from like a contrarian perspective, just because Joe's a little more into the sentimental stuff and I'm have like better taste. So like, that's really what it comes down to.
We trashed Saving Private Ryan. That was fun. We both agreed that movie's a piece of garbage.
What?
I didn't think it was a piece of garbage, but it has a lot of what is it? Cheese on it. Very corny.
Very cheesy.
What'd you say, Calta?
The ultimate test of hate. Tell me what's wrong with Goodfellas. Because the answer is
that one we love. That's the one I said that yesterday in yesterday's podcast where Raanan was doing his best to upset me, talking about Field of Dreams because it's one of my favorite films. But Field of Dreams, I'm not an asshole like some people. I can recognize that obviously I have father issues and I love baseball and I've watched the movie when I was 9, so it was my favorite movie for about 20 years. But Field of Dreams is a movie I understand if someone doesn't like. It's like Ari Shaffir. He's one of my closest friends, but if someone's like, that guy's a piece of shit, I'm like, 100%, no argument here. So Field of Dreams, I get it. But that's what I was saying, like Goodfellas is a movie. If someone was like, that movie sucks, I'd be like, I can still be friends with Raanan for liking Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams, I don't know why I enunciate it like that. But Goodfellas is a movie that, like, if you don't like it, you're just a fucking moron.
I mean, yeah, it'd be insane not to like. It's the most watchable movie of all time.
Can I throw some movies at you and you give me a quick one, both of you?
Yeah.
Great.
Born on the 4th of July.
I hate all Oliver Stone movies.
He hates Oliver Stone.
I feel like he just hits you over the head and is really obvious about everything and really simplistic and just completely reductive about all political things and
I haven't seen it in probably 20 years. I remember liking it though. I liked it, but I haven't seen it in 20 years, so I'd have to watch it again. But I do remember liking it. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan. In fact, we did an episode about Tom Cruise 80s movies, which was a really fun one. And we agreed that Risky Business is masterful.
Do we overlook Cocktail?
We talked about how bad Cocktail is, but I love it. It's a movie that's horrible, but I absolutely love.
Well, I had never seen it, so it's like watching. I guess it made more sense in the 80s, but watching it now, I'm like, they're treating like bartending like this kind of like sport, like a competition. I'm just so confused. They're like, you're really good at it, like making drinks. You can go to the professionals. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
He had a Miyagi of bartending. He brought him in and taught him the whole way.
In the 80s, that I guess made sense, but as now I'm just like, I don't understand what this is treating this like. It's like
Top Gun.
They really. What was their saying? What were the saying in Cocktail, Calta?
Which one?
They had a saying, didn't they have like a thing they said?
Coughlin's Law.
Yeah.
They had Cocktails and Dreams. I don't know what you're thinking of.
Oh, they had a saying. Didn't they have a saying or some shit?
Addicted to Love.
No, forget it.
Top Gun, I love.
I've
been watching Top Gun a lot recently, and I feel like I've watched it too many times now. Now I'm starting to pick it apart.
Well, one thing we talked about this on the episode.
It's very fun.
Well, one thing in Top Gun has, to me, one of the craziest moments in any movie that makes absolutely no sense, and it's fucking hilarious, is when they're at Top Gun graduation and they're all getting a little letter, their assignment, and they're saying, you're all going to this battle out in the Pacific. And then Tom Skerritt, Viper, says to Maverick, you'll get your, whatever it's called, your rear guy, you'll get your rear when you get there. And if you don't, give me a call. I'll fly with you. Which you're like, A, so there's a chance he might not get a guy. Like he's just going to get there and they're like, ah, shit, we forgot to book somebody. And B, What do you mean call? Like he's gonna call a guy and be like, "Hey man, I'm out in the Pacific. Can you get here?"
I called your bluff. We need you out of this battle, even though you're retired.
You're like 60 years old and in a house in Santa Barbara or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it more uncomfortable that or at the end when Iceman's like, you could be my wingman anytime, and he's like, "No, you be mine."
It's more homoerotic than I remembered it even being.
I mean, that's
very
the
homoerotic.
shirtless volleyball scene.
Shirtless volleyball when him and Val Kilmer like get in like an argument, they're like about to kiss, so close. It's just
Even
like
does
so
this,
close.
yes.
Yeah.
If you guys like volleyball, Raanan has one on his shoulders right now.
Oh. Calling me a hunchback?
No, I'm saying your head looks like a volleyball.
Oh, my head. Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about
You
Marvel
both should
movies?
also take offense to that, by the way.
How do you feel about the Marvel movies?
In general, I think there's some good ones, but I think it's a real waste of talent, and I hate how they oversaturated the market and have kept like smaller.
Which talent do you think was wasted?
Just a lot of great actors who are in this when they could be in like actual movies for adults.
I don't think there's any great actors in those movies.
Well, that's crazy.
Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor. Mark Ruffalo is a great actor.
Tony Stark in every role. Mark Ruffalo is good. He's Tony Stark in every movie.
No, that's just a great
Robert Downey Jr., who won an Oscar for Chaplin.
Yeah, anybody. Look, Siskel and Ebert said it. They were like, everybody gives him so much credit for that. But then there was a Xerox commercial, and they had a guy doing Chaplin on there that was doing it better than Robert Downey Jr. was doing. They're like, maybe it's just not that hard to do Chaplin. And then Ruffalo is good. But fucking Chris Hemsworth, we're not going to get any Oscar-winning performances out of him.
The other Chris is great. He was great in, was it Snow Train or some shit?
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer was great. He's actually good in a lot of stuff.
Well, also, there's been like every actor in a Marvel movie. Like it's
what about the
Anthony
girl?
Hopkins is in it,
Anthony Hopkins is in it. What's the girl?
All right, I forget about some of the Scarlet.
That's my point. They've just like completely taken over the market. I think some of them are like funny, and they obviously get like put a lot of talent into it, but it's ultimately just like an amusement park ride. It's like if you ever go to an amusement park. Like a Universal Studios ride, and before you go on, they have a little video that gets you into the narrative. I feel like they're all just that for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
They're trying to get you on a ride.
And
you don't think Iron Man was a fucking great movie?
Yeah,
the first one.
Yes.
I think me and Joe are similar, right? We just don't like superhero movies, I guess.
Yeah, I really like the Christopher Nolan Batmans a bunch, but Iron Man, I mean, this is controversial take, but I left the theater because I was like, all right, I get it.
No way.
But I have to say, it's not my kind of movie. I think it's well executed. It's like The Sopranos. It's just, I don't like TV drama, but I'm sure it's great. Everybody says it's great, so it has to be great. I'm the asshole.
I guess
That's not what I am into.
I'm not crazy about just good versus evil in this absolute kind of unnuanced way. And that's what superhero movies are. It's just like an evil force. And it's always the same. They're always trying to just kill 40 million people to make the world a better place.
Iron Man was the bad guy. He was the spoiled brat. He was the one killing people, and he had a fucking moment in life where he actually changed his whole world and became the fucking hero.
Yeah,
and went against everything and almost died to fucking save the world.
But he's still just like a kind of just simplistic hero and a simplistic villain. And they're all like back in my day, you had to kill like 6 million Jews to make a movie longer than 2.5 hours. And they're all like way longer than Schindler's List. It's insane. Like there
was a few Jews in Endgame. I mean, some of the don't they have the Jewish superhero?
I guess the closest is Ant-Man, because Paul Rudd is maybe Jewish, which is a very insulting.
Right.
I think Sam Morril has a line about that. How the Jews just got Ant-Man,
right.
the one who's the size of an ant.
You don't like The Sopranos, Joe?
No, and by the way, I just fell in love with Sarah. I don't know what she looks like here, but Sopranos is a made-for-TV version of a Scorsese film. I mean, I'm gonna go divorce my wife and meet up with Sarah because it's my favorite take of all time.
Well, that's when they advertise. I think Sopranos is the best show of all time. But I think when they advertised the show, I think that is what it felt like before it started. It looked like this cheesy made for TV. You're like, what? Oh, because you know how in like the B movies they get the actor who's a supporting actor suddenly, fucking they're the main character and shit. And so you're seeing like Spider be one of the main guys, but it's way more than that. It's like it's way more than that.
You like Sopranos better than Mad Men?
Yeah, I think Sopranos is the best show ever, and I also think the first season is the best season. But it's so good, even though the first season is the best season, it's so good that it's still the best show ever.
Yeah, I think it's up there. I don't think it's the best, but it's up there for sure.
I think the depiction of people is. I mean, it's somehow the least real show and the most real show at the same time. Like,
it hits some good stuff right on the head, like the family, the women. It hits a lot of stuff right on the head. If you grew up in that area,
if it hits women, I love it.
I also think it's one of the only shows I can think of where both the husband and the wife are equally interesting. I feel like in every show, one is way more interesting and they're the focus, and the other one's kind of boring. But they're both equally like fascinating on the show. It's like the best.
Somebody said Breaking Bad is better. I'm in I think episode 5, season 2. I just started watching this weekend or this week. Absolutely not. Breaking Bad is good, but they have some fucking. I had to fast forward through some horse shit with his wife.
Dialogue, bad filler dialogue. Exactly the opposite of Sopranos, where the wife is boring as shit. There's so like Sopranos. Every line is so fucking rich. No matter who the character is, there's so much detail. Fucking Breaking Bad, it's a good show, but it's full of like filler.
I gotta jump in here. The wife in Breaking Bad, it takes her a little while to ramp up, but when she starts, I don't want to ruin anything for Bobby, but she starts doing some shit, man. She's becomes one of the worst. He's trying to help her, and she becomes like one of his worst enemies.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna watch it all the way through. But look, if I had to pick Sopranos wife, Breaking Bad wife, I would pick.
Also, how far are you? Joe hates this because he hates
second season. I think 4th episode or 5th episode.
There are things in it where you're like, see the writer's hand so much, like they're so contrived and coincidental, it just takes you out of it completely. There's something in the 3rd season that is so contrived that it just took me out of the whole thing.
The one thing that I can't fucking stand about just Sopranos wife, it's like you knew what you were getting into. Everything you got is from awful shit. And yet she's shocked. Like she somehow wants him to change.
Well, yeah, but that's you just treating the character like a person, like you're angry at the person. Just appreciate it on an artistic level. She's an amazingly developed character who's very hypocritical to the point she's so real that you're getting upset by it. But that's not like an insult to the character. The character. I
wanted to fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess yes, but I wanted to fucking. I was like, go fuck yourself. That's what he does.
Yeah, she's
act like adults and talk like fucking film here. TV, get real. What are we in 5th grade? TV sucks. What is this? Let's talk about art, film.
What do you watch, Joe?
I watch films and sports.
He's fucking. I'm telling you, Joe is a snob when it comes to movies now.
Dude, I can't even wrap my head around that I'm of the two of us, Raanan and I, Bobby Kelly. I mean, I had to fight with this guy. He calls everything's fucking right-wing trash. I swear to God, I sound like fucking David Duke on this podcast. You got to hear it.
And then
Bobby thinks I'm like a liberal. Bobby's like, you're a fucking libtard. And on this show, I sound like fucking. I can't think of another Republican. I sound like Reagan. I'm out. I got cold water to David Duke.
So bad. You thought they're all going to call me like gay, and immediately Robert Kelly's like, John, you should be canceled immediately.
Bobby's a fucking traitor. I don't know what happened. New administration, new Bobby. I was like, this is going to be great. Bobby's going to tear Raanan a new asshole. He's going to be proud of me and love me like my dad never did. No, Raanan is a bigger elitist cut. That's what's so amazing about our podcast is it makes me look like just a regular old fucking loser.
Well, I think my friend said, it's a little salty, but my friend said, I think it's good. I'm a dumb man's film snob, and you're a dumb man's film buff.
I mean, that is legitimately the most.
I don't think either one of you are buff, by the way.
That was one of those things where you're like, no, but I'm insulting both of us. I'm like, yeah, but you're still insulting me.
Raanan, can you do the show with your CPAP machine on, please?
This whole show?
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, what's your favorite movie of all time, Calta?
Goodfellas.
I mean, okay, give me one besides Goodfellas.
The chat wanted to know what you thought of Kill Bill.
Love Kill Bill. My favorite Tarantino.
I thought it was fun, but that's not my favorite Tarantino. Jackie Brown's the best Tarantino movie.
Oh, you suck. You are a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself with your fucking artsy fartsy horse shit. Jackie Brown, I couldn't watch fucking a half. Fuck that stupid shit movie with fucking De Niro acting the same way he's acted for the last fucking 20 years. Movie was garbage.
Was great in that. Like he like the laid back stoner out of it, who's like a psychopath. I thought he was great.
You don't. First of all, Tarantino, True Romance, great movie, not directed by him, but still a fucking epic movie. Some of the best scenes in film history in that movie. Okay, Val Kilmer as Elvis, the imaginary Elvis. How fucking great! I mean, at his peak, they had Val Kilmer not on camera being Elvis. Fucking unbelievable. Brad Pitt, stoner. I mean, Michael Rappaport had a great part. I mean, Dennis Hopper and walking scene. I mean,
are you sure that's your favorite? I didn't even know that was included. Just I thought he meant Tarantino director.
Oh, it's. I think True Romance is my favorite Tarantino movie written. Yes, I would say that. And it was. Who was it directed by? Scott, right? Tony Scott.
Yeah, who's a great director. That's the other great movie Tony Scott did. Tony Scott is so underrated. He did Enemy of the State, one of the best action movies ever, and fucking True Romance. Great
Enemy of the State with Will Smith.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, who always is
a piece of shit.
What?
The one where it's hidden in the video game and fucking I got a safe house and
that's Jumanji. Or, I don't know what you're talking about. Video game. Oh yeah.
Video of the yeah. I can't take that movie seriously because the technology is so outdated.
I mean, what technology? It's just an action movie. Nothing's dated. I mean, just like it's not like CGI.
No, the technology in the movie is so outdated. It's not like a timeless movie. I can't just watch it all the time.
Oh, because the video game's like an old video game?
No,
yeah, it's like
the lack of the least amount of imagination ever. Like it's just
they're trying to follow him everywhere, and they're using all this fucking spy equipment that you'd buy to the back of a magazine.
Yeah, it's like an NSA movie where like everyone can like watch him. I just think it's. Have you seen it, Joe?
What are we talking? I got lost. What the fuck movie are we talking about? You guys went back and forth.
TV show Friends. Have you Enemy of the State?
I saw that in the theater in high school before a cross country meet, and I remember spotting the boom mic at one point. And I was at an age where I was like, how could it be good? The boom mic is in it, which I'll pull back on now. But I remember being okay. I think Will Smith stinks. I hate it. He's like been going for his Oscar for 20 years. He fucking sucks. But I don't remember it that well.
I think Will Smith was great in Ali. He did Ali. I mean, fucking perfectly. That was a great movie.
Will Smith was great in I Am Legend.
Fucking racist, Joe. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm with John Hughes on this one.
You know in Jurassic Park, there's a part like the boot. There's the Jurassic Park, like one of the most like best CGI ever. There's literally a part where the Velociraptor's in the door and you see someone's hand holding it up, like like for a second.
Really?
Yeah, you see a hand holding it up for like 1 second. Yeah.
Oh, this is what your podcast is morphing into: movie mistakes.
Movie mistakes. They're fun.
I love movie mistakes. I'll tell you what a movie mistake was.
Getting me on this show.
I was gonna say The Sopranos, and I realized it's not a movie, and then I couldn't think of a movie to replace The Sopranos with that stinks. So I just fucked up. I'm just a big flat tire. I'm sorry.
Well, they're making a movie now, The Sopranos.
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah, it's gonna be awful. It's like an origin story.
Did they make a Breaking Bad movie too? Right.
Well, they did a movie that's like a spin-off about Jesse called El Camino on Netflix.
Oh, he bugs me. That kid is so loud. Every time he talks, he stresses me out.
I think he hurts the show a lot because like it's very unclear what his friend group is. They're like meth heads who are into like Star Wars, and then they can't say fuck on the show, so they just keep on calling each other bitch. And it just seems so like they're just like shut up, bitch. It's just like not a very accurate view of like younger adults. It's very weird to watch them all. Yeah, I think Breaking Bad's very overrated.
I don't understand the fucking money too. Like, it's like, okay, the guy's dying. I'm gonna go do meth and make money, and then it just doesn't seem to pay off. It's like, why don't you just go make a shitload of meth, like fucking tons of it, your glass meth, and then
too early to feel it. You're too
and
early
then
to feel
sell it all.
because
Joe's
the
so
power.
angry, right? Joe's like, this is like me hearing three people talk about sports. This is what
the power and the greed take over on him, and that's what makes the show spiral out of control.
All right. Well, it's not spiraling right now. Now it's just fucking. Ugh. I mean, I'm like fucking. I get it. You and your wife, and he's got terminal cancer, and she's not touching him or talking to him. It's annoying me. If Dawn ever did that to me, I would stand up and scream, "Beat it, get out, fucking." I'd go live with the crack addict. I'd go live with him, and I'd sell meth, and I'd fucking bang whores in that fucking meth hotel, and fucking try to make her have a happy life.
It's an existential thing. Like he's dying, so he can kind of choose how he wants to like be as a person, you know, because he's dying. There's like this idea that morality is not like the thing you can break through, you know?
Yeah, I definitely don't like you. But I oh, I hope we never work together again.
We haven't.
What about Almost Famous?
I love Almost Famous.
Loved Almost Famous.
Yeah.
I
By the
fucking
way,
hated that movie.
He disappeared, Cameron Crowe. I feel like he hasn't done anything. He did like 3 flops and now he's out. He did like Elizabethtown, which was awful.
Oh yeah,
some movie where Emma Stone plays a Hawaiian lady.
Jerry Maguire stinks.
Yeah, I think Jerry Maguire's kind of.
I just saw him in something. No, he's not disappeared. I just saw him in.
I mean, Cameron Crowe, the director.
What's that? Yeah, I know. He just did. He just did like a fucking, when people interview people about a certain person, he just did that. Oh, for Schitt's Creek. He's in the after show that they did.
Yeah, but that's about how much he was like a huge director. Like he's really kind of fallen off. Like he was making these big movies and now he hasn't made a movie in like a long time.
I think Reservoir Dogs is a great movie, by the way. I think Crumb said that. Yes. But I think True Romance is a better movie. What about the movie The Crow?
Are you fucking serious?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I saw it when I was a kid. I didn't get it. It's all dark. Oh, The Crow.
He dies and he gets. Is this the one where this is Bruce Lee's son?
Son dies,
and he gets shot. And how did he get shot? They used a real gun.
There's a real projectile in the gun.
Oh, a projectile, not an actual real gun.
It was a gun, but there was something in the gun that shot out and killed him. Yeah.
Huh.
Joe, can you give your review again, please?
Of what? The Crow?
Crow.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. It was dark and weird. I could watch it as an adult, but as a kid, it was just like a crow. Come on, he's a crow. Stop
But
it.
as a kid, it launched so many of those goth kids.
Yeah, I hate the goth kids.
Yeah, that's not a selling point.
No.
But what are you talking about? You didn't like the movie. It launched all these really annoying people that are annoying to look at.
Same thing with the what's the Tim Burton movie that they all love? The one that's a Christmas one that I never understood. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, the bats love that movie too, and I never understood it.
I saw The Crow 6 times by myself in the theater.
Really?
I fucking love The Crow.
I
love the music. I love I love Brandon Lee. The fucking actors in it. I love.
That was the first. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I loved it. And yes, I did like the Tannenbaums. You fuck. Don't assume that. I love all those movies actually.
Royal Tenenbaums? I saw that 4 times in the theater. I love that movie.
I mean, I wouldn't see it 4 times. I saw it twice. It's on. I'll watch it, but I mean, I watch something else too. I'd rather watch fucking Henry Danger on Nickelodeon than fucking, But
you saw a movie. Oh, sorry, you saw a movie starring the WCW champion 6 times.
I just love that you said you saw a movie 6 times, and he goes, "I saw a movie 4 times." And you're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I gotta.
What's that?
I think Raanan might agree. I'm not. I don't fall for Bill Murray's charm.
I think
after the 80s.
I'm afraid to say it, but I fucking agree. People act like he's a god. They love when he like shows up bartending or like flying a plane or whatever.
It was
but like I think he just kind of like he's great in Rushmore. and then he just kind of keeps on playing that part, but it's not nothing is as good as Rushmore. I mean, he's okay, but I think he's I don't get the whole
What was that movie? He was fucking Jacques Cousteau. What was that movie?
That was great though. Life Aquatic.
That fucking movie. I like that movie. I just saw that movie for the first time.
Well, that movie has one of the best parts where they have the dolphins, and he goes, they say they're intelligent creatures, but I've seen no evidence of this, because he has the 2 dolphins on the boat. It's just funny to have a character who's supposed to be so enthusiastic about the ocean who seems to care nothing about the ocean whatsoever.
Yes.
No, I mean, I think my soulmate Sarah here just summed it up when she said, "Stop it." When you started talking about Bill Murray, I can't. There's nothing better.
Not the first time I've heard a woman say that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. I mean, the Bill Murray thing. It's like you're just trying to be a fucking nemesis, which I appreciate because it'll sell tickets to our podcast.
I think Bill Murray is brilliant. I love Meatballs. I love Stripes. I think the Life Aquatic movie was good. I think after that, you're right. He keeps doing the same. I do whatever I want, guy. You know what I mean? It's not charming to me. It's not that he's not good and he's not a brilliant actor. I'm just not. I'm not following his charm like all these.
Sometimes it gets old, but like I love
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey. I mean, I think he's just go back and watch his movies. They're not funny.
No, Dumb and Dumber's great. Dumb and Dumber's is so hilarious.
But Jim Carrey has not said, done, or anything remotely humorous in 25 years. He's not even approaching funny. He's like not even. It's embarrassing. I started listening to him on WTF, and I got like 7 minutes in, and I had to jump off. It was just too much.
He's insane, right? Isn't he like a just say crazy shit about what is he, a Scientologist or something like that?
No, but you're right. He did have some crazy. Like, yeah, he had some alien shit or something.
Also, that Andy Kaufman shit is so rude that he would like be him on set and be like mean to people. Whenever there's a method actor, it's always them playing an asshole. No one ever methods as a nice person. It's always someone who's a piece of shit, who's just mean to everyone on the crew. It's like maybe you're just a piece of shit if you're treating the crew like that.
Right. That's a funny character, the idea of a guy that just takes roles, like shitty roles, so he can be in character, and that guy, yeah.
I feel like people do that.
Yeah, I think you're right. But no, but Dumb and Dumber's hilarious. Me, Myself, and Irene is pretty great. Ace Ventura doesn't hold up. It's for kids, but so it doesn't hold up great. But
Cable Guy.
Oh, Cable Guy's amazing. I love Cable Guy.
What's great about him is that there's something just like, even though like it is like, I guess kind of movies for kids, there's something kind of psychotic about him. And that kind of like holds up.
Who would you take funny movies? Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey.
I think Eddie Murphy's a funnier person. I think pound for pound, Eddie Murphy is the funniest guy of all time. He's another guy that hasn't been funny in 25 years. But when you factor in stand-up, sketch, and movies, he's the funniest person ever to me.
Joe, did you see the Netflix movie he did about the Dolomite guy?
No, but I heard it was great, but I didn't watch it.
It was fucking great. Not as funny, but it really was a great fucking movie.
Yeah, I would take.
I prefer John Hughes.
I would take Jim Carrey, but I'm racist.
Yeah, anybody. I would take Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, me too. I'm joking.
Hands down.
That's a very racist. I would take. Yeah, it's like between him and Jerry Lewis. I would take Jerry Lewis. That would be a very racist thing.
I got another one for you that you're gonna think I'm just pulling your leg, Joe, but I'm not.
Can I just say something? Are you that much of a nerd where you have glasses on and you're eating glasses?
Yeah, I have like a reading glasses thing where I eat a bunch. But yes, yes, I'm double nerding it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I also don't find I love Animal House. I love Blues Brothers, but that's it for John Belushi. I don't think any of the Saturday Night Live stuff with John.
I 100% agree.
Raanan and I agree. Yeah, we agree. Belushi sucks. Blues Brothers, I love. Raanan didn't like Blues Brothers. I think Blues Brothers is like amazing and unbelievably funny. He thinks there's no joke because he's an asshole. But
the pitch for Blues Brothers, what? Like, how do you not go? What the fuck is that?
I was confused. I didn't really get what the whole joke was, but I don't know. I don't find John. People always say I look like John Belushi, which is I don't know, but like I don't find him. I don't get it.
Which is I don't know. Rannan's like there's no jokes in Blues Brothers. I watched it. It just happened to come on like Cinemax or whatever the fuck. there's like legitimately a joke in every single shot of the film. It's all jokes from
I just
beginning to
don't
end.
find John Belushi funny, and then I certainly don't find Dan Aykroyd funny. I don't feel like he's ever made anyone laugh ever. He's like weaseled his way into comedy by being the straight guy who's just a nerd. He's like a comedy legend. No one's ever laughed at anything he said, which is impressive that he's considered a comedy legend. But between the two of them, I'm just
But
not.
he is essential to making other people funny.
Bob, you
And he
want to
writes.
type in?
And he's a writer, and he wrote a lot of these fucking
True,
movies.
true.
And so he's never put himself in the starring role.
I find
Right?
most.
Dr. Detroit.
Yeah,
Dr. Detroit sucked.
I find most 80s comedies to be just like overrated. You watch them again, it's just someone getting gang raped, or like it's just like
I watch Animal House a lot. It's been on HBO a lot, and I fucking love that movie. I really do. I love, and it's not, Belushi was good in it because he doesn't talk. He's physically funny, but I love that movie.
Also, Aykroyd is funny in Trading Places.
Yes.
yeah.
No, Mush,
What?
you're absolutely right. He is fucking great in Trading Places.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
A broken clock is right, twice a day.
Yeah, which is the opposite of what you said a moment ago. That he's never been funny ever. This is what it's like. Raanan does low-key gaslighting. He really does.
I'm the Kelly and Conway of movie reviews.
Yeah, he fucking gaslights you. He's like, if there's not one single joke in the movie, I'm like, what about this, this, and this? He's like, no, there's a bunch of jokes, obviously, but like, I'm just saying, it speaks to the fucking patriarchy.
What am I supposed to say just now? I'm wrong? That just stops everything. It loses momentum.
I just want to say I could do this for 14 hours straight. And to the question that was posted from Mike, the best decade for the movies are 70s and 90s. I'll take either as an answer. If one of you two assholes that are in your 50s tries to tell me the fucking 80s, you can suck my dick and eat it.
80s
70s or 90s.
80s is the worst for everything.
What?
First of all, I'm 49 years old, and I think the 70s made some great fucking movies.
That's what I'm saying. 70s or 90s are the only two answers. And don't come in here with like the 50s or
I
whatever.
thought the 20s was the best. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to get Robert
Dude,
to
what movies in the 70s were funny?
Not funny.
We're talking
about great movies. So you
Great movies.
Nashville, The Godfather, The Godfather 2, Jaws.
Bring up Nashville again. I swear to God. I'm gonna break one of your glasses.
brutal.
That's a fucking shit movie.
It's borderline not good.
What? Nashville? What are you crazy?
Oh, you fucking suck. I would say the 70s. The 70s had better movies.
Yeah, Cuckoo's
Yeah,
Nest,
90s.
Jaws, Deer Hunter, Rocky.
It's very similar to
Thing.
music. The 70s rock bands were so much better than the 80s rock bands. The songs were, they were just musicians back then. In the 80s, you just got a guy fucking doing a 4 on the floor and long hair and lipstick and fucking, they all had nice asses. You know what I mean?
And bad 80s music hurt 80s movies because now they all have these scores that are just awful, like synthesizer. A score is so important in a movie. The best score in an 80s movie is Raging Bull because they use that beautiful Italian opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Nobody said anything, Rayon.
That was a real dead spot.
Show is over.
Listen, what's the name of your podcast?
It's just Joe and Raanan talk movies. We didn't think it was going to be such a hit. We just did it one off, and now it's like a big smash hit.
Now
By that, I mean like 2,500 views.
It should be called Raanan Changes His Mind.
I know.
No, it should be fucking Raanan bums out Joe.
Raanan shit on Joe's childhood. Yes.
Now, is this the show that you guys got in trouble with fucking Lewis with because you were doing Seinfeld?
No, that was a different thing. Why you got to bring that up? This is going to cause a big situation here.
Oh, I love Lewis drama.
No.
Lewis is also doing a show where he talks to you about movies and shits on your childhood movies. He's very angry. You didn't know he was doing a show about that, but he is, and he's very furious.
We should all do shows on Seinfeld. Just all of us.
I think he's really mad. I don't want to be a part of this. But our show is called Joe and Raanan Talk Movies. Right now, it's just on YouTube. Eventually, we'll probably throw it up on some kind of podcast.
It was great. We got good chemistry. It's fun. We both enjoy talking about movies. It was a really fun time, and we both respect and what?
Why is Lewis mad?
He's not about this. He doesn't know about
this.
It probably never will.
I thought it was
Probably will never hear about this. Yeah. but it's great. We both kind of have. I think we both have a good mixture of like respect. It's like respect, but also shock of the other person's bad opinion.
And I do think we agree most of the time.
Yeah, we agree a lot. You know.
Have you ever been in a movie? Do you guys have any? I mean, have you been in anything to give you?
No, we're
are
not
you just fans of film?
I'm not a success. I've not been in. I'm just a bitter person who's failed in life.
I have been in a film, and
film?
I'm in the Screen Actors Guild, and in fact, I went to film school. I went to the New York Film Academy. Thank you.
What film were you? A Henry Phillips movie?
Yeah, that's right. Henry Phillips' movie. It was pretty fucking good. I played a heckler, and
it's great. The second one, right? I loved it.
Yeah, thank you. The first one is better, but you know, whatever.
The second was good. Yeah, No, I've not been in. I was in an independent movie in Louisville, but they cut me out because I was bad.
Is this where your vengeance for film? Spark? Yeah, I'll show you. I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to trash all movies.
There's a lot of movies I love. I love a lot of movies. So,
all right. Well, I mean, this is I love it. I could talk to you guys all day. I can't wait to listen to this podcast now.
Thank you. It's on YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube, please.
Now, is it your YouTube or is it new YouTube?
It's just my Joe List YouTube, but don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on the funds, so I won't split the money with Raanan. I don't want people to think I'm fucking pulling a fast one here. But we haven't made any money.
Is this more popular than your show?
Tuesdays with Stories?
Yeah.
is
No.
the YouTube series we started a week ago more popular than the podcast you've been doing 7 years?
I'm not good with percentages, but it's about, I don't know, 3% of Tuesdays with Stories.
That would be hilarious if it would just beat 2-2.
Of my two podcast partners, Mark is doing better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you guys for coming on. Raanan, what is it again?
Hershberg.
Raanan Hershberg. I'll never forget you, kid.
I'm excited to remind you of this the next time.
I can't. And Joe List has a beautiful special out right now. The name of the special?
I Hate Myself. And Raanan has 2 comedy albums. This is the other thing I want to say real quick. I know we got to wrap up, but people come and listen to the podcast and they go, this guy sucks. Raanan's a piece of shit. He's horrible. But I want to say, whatever you think of his horrific movie opinions, he's a fantastic comedian. Raanan's one of the best comics. So go check out his album. And supposedly the first album's no good, but the second album is fantastic. Is that right?
Yeah, that means a lot. Yeah, thank you. And Robert, you gave me a great tag once. You don't remember, but I said something about foxholes not being in war since the 1940s, and you told me I was incorrect, that they still have foxholes, and I was wrong. And then I do a whole bit now about someone telling me the wrong information. It makes it a lot better.
Will you name me in the bit?
I don't name you in the bit, but it just it was a good. It was really. This is not important because I'm not doing the bit, but it was a good. It meant a lot to me. You don't remember, and that's the main point.
I do remember. I'm fucking with you. I remember you. I do. We had a great weekend. I remember that. You're a nice guy, and it's good to see you again.
It was great seeing you. Thanks for having us.
I know, dude. Absolutely. Check out his album. Check out their specials. Check out their podcast. Joe List and Raanan fucking discover movies. What was the name of the Calta?
Raanan Hershberg. Check out our podcast. It's great.
All right. Well, there you go.
Ernie, Burt, great seeing you guys.
All right. We'll see you guys later, man. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hang up.
We leave now? Is that it?
No. I got to say, you look the best you've ever looked, by the way.
Really? So, all right.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my camera.
You got to get whatever the fuck. I mean, they were, first of all, let's talk about, they were great. I fucking love those guys.
They were great. I could talk about movies all day.
Yeah. Fantastic. But I mean, you look, this is it right here.
All right. Well, this is easy. I can do this anywhere.
This is it. You should do this and then get a microphone for that fucking iPhone.
On it.
And then you're in, right? Or, but you need your phone. You like looking at your phone.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. People have been texting me during the whole show. I don't care.
Fun show. Yes, you're goddamn right. That was a fun show. what else do we got? We got, of course, go to Calta and Kelly on YouTube. You're watching it on YouTube. Subscribe. And
I don't know if you know this, but I did not win Powerball.
yeah, I didn't win either.
Okay, just wanted to check.
But we have Mega Millions Friday, which is almost $1 billion.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait. I waited for that one.
So all the numbers that I got from the Ladybugs, that's wiped clean.
Useless.
Useless. Doesn't matter. But how was today? You all right?
Good. It's been a long day. Today was great. Rosebud was here today on the show this morning. She was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear her tell? If you don't know it, I'm not going to say. Oh, wait till she's on again. But her Justin Bieber story. Holy shit! She had me in tears today. She stalked Justin Bieber in the city, and it's a great fucking story. And then DePaulo is here tomorrow.
Oh, that's fucking great. I listened a little bit this morning. I've been all day in the shed. I had to wake up and get on the fire. I've been out all day, all fucking day. I had 3 meetings, and then I had some fucking horse shit. I felt bad. Dawn was filling out the whatever government shit to fucking try to not die documents, and she had all the shit filled out. She goes, "How do you do this?" And I go, "I know how to do it. Move over." And I hit the button. I just cleared everything. She was so fucking mad. I felt so terrible. But
what do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow's just me and you right now, right, Mush?
Correct.
It's fine.
C-Dumps. Rosebud deserves more respect. I don't think that's true. Rosebud gets a lot of respect. Everybody knows Rosebud's the shit. We love Rosebud.
Yeah. She was great.
You know,
I love her.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome. And her husband's fucking great too. I like Andy.
And she'll talk about anything too. She's not, she's great.
And you got Calta. I mean, what's his name on tomorrow? DePaulo. That's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, right after the inauguration, you couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Oh, it's gonna be great. You just gotta be somebody's gotta be on that dump button.
Nah, he's all right. He knows what to do. Rosebud said shitty and fuck today.
It's different because it's your house. When you're in studio, there's something that shuts down in my brain. But when I'm at your house, I feel so comfortable because I know we're at your house. And I just want to go, fuck that. And
Yeah, you get in a chill mode.
Yeah, chill mode. And make sure you go to Calta and Kelly on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us if you're watching it there. Subscribe, like us. And then Friday show, and we always have an extra show for you guys on patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And we got nothing. Did that guy call you, the special news guy?
He did call me. He left me a message that I didn't get, so I'm going to call him tomorrow morning.
There you go. So no special news for you guys. And what else we got? That's it. Tomorrow. Oh, there we go.
January 23rd, Royersford, Pennsylvania. Soul Joe's.
Yeah.
The Heated Outdoor Theater. Tickets are scarce. Get them now.
He texted me today. You want to hear what he said today?
Yeah.
So I got a text from him today. Where is this? I can't read without my.
He started off by saying, "Hey, buddy, how are you?
You ready? Here, good. Good morning, buddy."
I talked about that today too.
Oh, you did? What'd you say?
It was all complimentary.
No, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
No way. Will you remember? What did you say?
I don't know. I was just saying how you like to be finessed.
I don't like to be finessed. I thought I explained it to you where you agreed with me.
Yeah. I agree with you.
And then you brought it up, and what was said?
I don't really remember. I'll find the audio for you, and I'll send it to you.
You remember the gist of it?
Just that you're the kind of guy that likes to be finessed. You can't just dive into a text conversation with you.
When the fuck did hello, hi become finesse?
You just said, you sound like Luca after you've been stabbed.
But when does hi and simple courtesy towards somebody become finesse?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You need to be buttered up a little bit.
Listen, first of all, you are the same way.
No. I get right to the point.
That's not true. I have text messages from you that were your fucking like. That's
It's
rude.
different. It's different. We got you should kill me with kindness first before we get into whatever we're going to talk about.
But that's the same thing you're saying. Finesse, kill him with kindness is the same
But that's
thing.
because you say that you love me, and then you can't just talk to me like I'm some fucking jamoke on the street. You got to treat me like, oh hey buddy, how you doing? Not just, yeah, what are you doing? I need you to.
I don't think I like your outlook on me lately.
I hold you in the highest regard.
First of all, that's from Schitt's Creek. Second of all,
that came straight from me. I don't even think I've ever seen a whole season of Schitt's Creek.
I mean, you say I'm miserable. When you're doing characters of me, when you're being me,
Yeah.
this is it. Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, when you're being me, you're retarded Rocky.
No, I'm slow.
But yeah, see, you're pilled out Rocky.
I like my text the opposite of my men, short and sweet. Yeah, well, you're gonna get one in a van Saturday night. Might be a little smelly too after an hour.
Whoa.
Me on stage. What? Yeah, I'm gonna send you a nice video.
Wipe it down.
Wipe it down. Calta and kindness haven't gotten to what does it say? I can't read it. I can't see.
I'm on my phone. I can't see shit.
All right. Well, listen, tomorrow is going to be a great episode. We'll be back. What time are we coming back tomorrow? 7?
I cannot do 7 tomorrow. Can we do 6 tomorrow?
6 o'clock it is, sucker.
5 or 6, whatever works for you guys.
Let's do 5.
I can do noon. I can do 1 o'clock. Whatever you want to do. I just can't do 7.
Can't do noon.
I have a tasting at my house tomorrow.
Ladybugs prefer
What?
later.
What did you say? You have a what?
A
The
wine.
Not you.
Mushed.
I love mush.
I couldn't get my sign fast enough.
What the fuck is a wine tasting?
There is a woman coming over with a slew of wine and some other couples, and we are tasting wine.
Why?
Because it's one of those things that somebody asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes months ago, and now it's tomorrow.
I've never seen you ever order or drink or sip or have wine.
I do drink wine. I do. I just don't drink a lot, so that's why you don't see it. I don't drink like when we go out. I don't just start drinking all the time. Tomorrow,
Well, if I wanted to get you a gift, I could get you wine.
I have a wine cellar.
It's a wine floor.
Well, they call it a cellar.
It's a room. You have a wine room.
I have a wine room. Cedar
And
line.
nobody in Florida has a wine cellar. Nobody has a cellar because you're not supposed to live there because it's the fucking jungle. And it's fucking, they just put foundations on fucking swamps.
Yes, we're all going to sink eventually.
All right. Well, we're going to have a great show tomorrow night. I can't wait for it. This was a fun show tonight. Mush, what do you got?
Follow me at Mike V. Suarez. And did we say 5?
We didn't.
Okay. Well, they're asking in the chat. That's all. What I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying
Yeah,
we didn't
5
really.
o'clock.
5 you want to do?
I can do 5 because 12, I have a meeting. I have another meeting at, I have 1 and then I have a meeting at 2:30.
I'm in for 5.
Awesome.
All right. 5 it is, sucker. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget about my show on the 30th. Spread the word. And you guys are the best. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you, Mike.
Thank you, pal.
Mush, I like you a lot.